What's up, everybody? This is Jothy from DRG, DirtyRottenGamers.com, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About Comics. Today, we're going to talk about the Hulk. Now, I know I'm not playing the Hulk on this game, but, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go buy characters unless it's Captain America. I guess Captain America's my favorite, so I bought him. But I can't go buying every character I talk about. I'm not rich at all, actually. I wish I was. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the Hulk. Now, the Hulk is also known as Bruce Banner. They are one and the same. They are the same person. Bruce Banner is the normal guy that was underneath, and and then he turns into the Hulk because of gamma radiation and all that. Now, how he became the Hulk is, I think there's actually multiple stories on how he became the Hulk. I think the oldest one is he was testing out gamma radiation bombs, and they were like blowing them up in like these areas, these test areas. Fuck. All right, and a guy, like a teenage kid, snuck onto one of the test areas. His name what was his name? Rick Jones, I think it was like Rick Jones, and Bruce Banner saw this and he's all like, "Oh well, shit, I gotta save him." I mean, even before he was the Hulk, he was a hero. So he goes and he grabs Rick and he throws him into the pit like a trench, and I don't know how, but this saved him from the fucking gamma bomb. But because of that, Bruce Banner absorbs a tremendous amount of gamma radiation, and thus makes him the Hulk. But his powers have changed drastically over the years, and now currently in his current form, he is just fucking can destroy planets and shit. But we're gonna move on from there. He actually goes on to become, in the earlier comics, he's one of the founding members of the Avengers. He was like one of the he was actually, I think it was like Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man, Wasp, and the Hulk. Yeah, I think those are the founding members. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, correct me. But Captain America didn't even show up till the third comic or something. But then, the Hulk became crazy or something. You know how he is. He can't hold his shit together. If stuff makes him mad, he rages out and he fights everybody. So he didn't really stay with the Avengers very long. Shit is kicking my ass. You gotta throw that shield, son. Let him know who's boss. But yeah, when he was kicked from the Avengers, I don't know. I think he left. He left the Avengers. He went on to fight different things and go on his own adventures, and he became the villain of some of the actual other Marvel characters. And he actually has a whole bunch of different forms too. I think there's the Gray Hulk. There's a intelligent Hulk. There's just a whole bunch of fucking different types of Hulks, and they all have different levels of intelligence and strength. There's the Savage Hulk, which is if you took the Hulk, they say that the Hulk's strength is limited by Bruce Banner and what he allows kind of inside of his head. So if you cut off Bruce Banner completely from the Hulk's psyche, he becomes the Savage Hulk, and he's just animalistic rage, and he just fucks everything up. So Savage Hulk's the one to be scared of. Where the fuck am I? I don't need to be here. Let's move on for somewhere else. But what I really wanted to talk about is Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk and World War Hulk is one of my favorite series for the Hulk comic books, and they're actually fairly new as far as comics are concerned. I think it came out in 2005 or something. But in 2005, when the Planet Hulk series started, what the whole premise of it is that the Illuminati, which is a group of the most powerful super beings or most intelligent super beings on Earth, formed together to make world decisions that overrule everyone else. And they decided that the Hulk, who had just finished going on a huge fucking rampage, was too much of a liability to have on the planet anymore. They needed to get rid of him, but they didn't want to kill him because they are friends with Bruce Banner and they don't want to just kill Bruce. So what they did is they made this spaceship and they put the Hulk in it, and they shipped him off, like flew him off to some planet. Now, originally the planet was supposed to be like this peaceful, foresty planet, and the Hulk could just spend the rest of his life in peace on that planet. But, the Hulk just starts fucking raging out and shit, and fucks up the ship, and it gets sidetracked to another planet. Like the exact fucking opposite of a peaceful planet. A war planet known as, I think it's Sakaar. Sakaar. Known as Sakaar. And when he gets there, he gets, trapped, and since he's momentarily weak from the crash, these guys slap this chain on him that like nullifies his or can subdue his powers or something, and they drag him off to be a gladiatorial fighter. So the Hulk, he starts participating in these gladiatorial games and stuff, fighting all these people and fucking everyone up, and he forms a bond, kind of a friendship with the other captives of the gladiatorial arena, which are all slaves. They're all caught against their will. And it's a bunch of different species from different planets, and they form a group called the Warbound. And, it's honorable and stuff. Well, the Hulk and the Warbound go on to just fucking finish off all their opponents. I think, in fact, they actually fought another Marvel hero that was caught. It was Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer was in the comic book version. If you've seen the animated version of Planet Hulk, they had Beta Ray Bill in there instead, but that's only because the company that Marvel Studios doesn't have the film rights to Silver Surfer at the time, because it was in the Fantastic Four movie, which was done by Fox. So they had to replace him with Beta Ray Bill in the film, or in the animated film. But Hulk kicks both their asses. He kicks Beta Ray Bill's ass and Silver Surfer's ass. And then Silver Surfer becomes, he regains his senses and everything. He's like, oh, well, I'm not going to fight anymore. But the Hulk goes on to just beat everybody, and eventually he just overthrows the government and takes it over. And he ends up marrying the queen of she becomes the queen of the area. Her name was, I've had a tough time with these fucking names today. It's been a while since I've read it. Kyra, I think. Kyra, I think is her name. And he marries her, and they actually have 2 sons. And, the Hulk seems pretty happy. He's, ruling over an entire fucking planet. He's married to, a hot babe, and they have 2 sons, and he's a family man. He's a dad. The Hulk's a dad. Can you believe that? And all ends well. I mean, they don't actually show them getting married. They might in the Planet Hulk. I don't remember. But in between that, when we go into World War Hulk, which is another series of comics, the ship that the Hulk crash landed on Planet Hulk with blows up and kills his wife, Kyra, whatever the fuck her name is, and kills her. And this fucking enrages the Hulk more than he's ever been enraged. So, he gathers up his Warbound, and instead of staying on that planet where he was going to stay because he was happy, he goes back to planet Earth to find the Illuminati, to proceed to just fuck them up. So he shows up, and this is a Hulk that's way stronger than they've ever dealt with before he left. And each member of his Warbound is probably as strong as the Hulk was when he left planet Earth. So they got a shitload of Hulks coming back, basically. And they just proceed to kick the fucking shit out of everyone that fights them. The Fantastic Four fight them. Hulk fucking gives them the old mushroom stamp. The Avengers fight him. He gives them the old mushroom stamp. He just whoops everybody's ass. Everyone's fighting him. And he's just kicking the shit out of all of them. And it's so awesome. And over the course of this, he develops this new power. And he becomes the World Breaker Hulk. And what he's able to do is each of his footsteps start giving off kinetic energy that just shake the entire planet. And if it keeps going, he'll destroy the fucking world. That's how strong he becomes. So, in it, they decide that, we're going to have to go get Sentry, who is considered, I think, to be I think he's the strongest being in the Marvel Universe, but he's, really lazy and shit, and he's kind of crazy. But, they go to Sentry's apartment, where he's just sitting there doing all this fighting. He's just sitting there eating potato chips. And Sentry's been able to always calm the Hulk down just by his voice. He's like, Hulk, just settle down there, bud. Settle down. Well, they bring Sentry there, and Hulk decides he doesn't want no fucking part of it. He decides they're going to fight. They're going to fight also. So him and Sentry fight, and it ends up kind of a draw, but really the Hulk won. I think they both revert back to their normal forms, and then Hulk did something where he goes back into Uber form and beats Sentry. So with everybody beaten, they're like, well, fuck, what do we do now? And Hulk's just like, well, I just wanted to see y'all get beat and stuff. And then he like lets them go, which that doesn't really make sense. Doesn't seem like something the Hulk would do. But you can't have the Hulk kill everybody in the Marvel Universe. What would they do? Just bring him back in the next issue? Oh, wait. Yeah, they might do that, because that's Marvel. And that's DC. That's every fucking comic book. But I find World War Hulk and Planet Hulk to be a really good story. And my wish, if you're listening, which I really doubt you are, the director of the Avengers, Joss Whedon, if you're listening, turn this into the Avengers 3. World War Hulk needs to be the Avengers 3 movie. What you can do is in Avengers 2, I think they just announced it, Age of Ultron or something. During that, have the Hulk be all whatever, and then towards the end of it, he just becomes too reckless while they're beating Ultron. You know, they beat Ultron and all that shit. But then he becomes too reckless, and they send him off, and then he can have his own standalone movie, a Hulk standalone movie. I'm sure Mark Ruffalo wouldn't mind doing that, about Planet Hulk. And then he comes back in Avengers 3, and it's the Avengers versus the Warbound. That, my friends, would be fucking awesome. It really would. That would be so cool. Make it happen. Make it happen. It's got to happen. That's what I think. But, anyways, we're going to move on to his powers now. Now, Bruce Banner, he's definitely not strong, but he's considered one of the, I think, the most brilliant minds on the planet. He's got expertise in, biology, engineering, chemistry, nuclear physics, obviously. That's, his most expert thing. And he's really, really smart. He developed all this technology to let repels Hulk-level fighters and stuff. But he's not the real shine of the Hulk. The Hulk's powers now. The Hulk's powers technically are limitless. It really reflects on how mad he gets. His strength is the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. That's really how it is. There's no finite level of his strength. There isn't. So if you just keep getting him madder, he will get strong enough to kill whatever he's fighting. That's why I believe if there was ever a fight between Superman and the Hulk, there's one of two ways you can look at it. If Superman is quick and is willing to kill, he could probably put the Hulk down at the beginning of their fight. But if they let that fight drag on, even for a little bit longer, Hulk is eventually just going to beat Superman's ass. It'll happen. So Superman versus the Hulk. If Superman's quick about it and he's able to knock him out or kill him really fast, he'll beat the Hulk. That's just how it is. Hulk, if you let him go too long, Hulk's gonna beat Superman. Oh, hello. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Hulk's powers. He's able to. I think he can't breathe in space, but he can hold his breath for a long time in space. He's not He's not hurt by the vacuum of space. He can jump from one continent to the other. He can jump into the atmosphere, like the upper levels of the atmosphere. He can regenerate his health, I think, almost as fast as Wolverine can, which is pretty fucking sweet. I mean, the Hulk is just a fucking monster, man. You can't mess with him. I think, let's see, there was one thing they were fighting, guy, Onslaught. It was Onslaught. Onslaught is the manifestation of Magneto and Professor X's powers and becomes this super villain who killed a lot of people when he came out. But he's immensely strong. He was able to punch Juggernaut into another state or something like that. But he was so strong that nobody could do anything, not even the Hulk. So what they did is they cut Bruce Banner's mind off from the Hulk, and the Hulk actually beat Onslaught in a hand-to-hand fight. You can't fuck with the Hulk, man. You really can't. But there's so much more to talk about. I don't want this to drag on too long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and we might come back and talk about the Hulk again later. Let me know what you think. If you like it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, it really helps us out here, and I want to keep doing these, and I want everybody to be in the comics. And if I can help y'all, well, I guess I need to go fucking help these guys. I'm just running around like an idiot. But, you know, let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.